Okay, welcome back. Apologies for the last one. I was really trying to run a practice shot at the whole screen sharing thing. I think I succeeded. And in some respects, I think I failed as well, because it was rather fucking lengthy, wasn't it? So, yes. And I'm not that much. I say much. I don't actually drink anymore. I was going to say I'm not that much of a party animal. I will go out into central London, but I only have a coffee, you know. Right. So, justification done. Now I'm moving on to Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I say it like that because, by God, there is something I have to mention. I'll get onto it a bit later. So, yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I mean, I think the first remake of the Ghostbusters films just completely destroyed the whole image overall for me of Ghostbusters. You know, when I think of that, the classic 80s film, I think of the chunky, so cute. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, the guys in their outfits with their blocky guns and sort of, you know, greeny lasers shooting out. Just Ghostbusters as a whole is it's an absolute institution. But yeah, the first remake just completely destroyed it for me, and not in a sexist way either. I'm not saying, you know, the all female lineup wasn't to my taste. But it was just an instant eye roll as soon as I knew that it was just an all-female cast. Someone in Hollywood trying to make a point. I mean, everyone's trying to make a fucking point these days, aren't they? Whether it's sex, sexual preferences, race, religion, I don't know. But yeah, the all-female lineup was, I mean, it was bearable, but eye-rolling. Added to that was just how they completely shat all over the memory of the classic by using like the entire cast of Saturday Night Live. They also turned my gorgeous Stay Puft Marshmallow Man into a balloon. I don't think gobsmacked or surprised is the word. There is no word for how I felt when I saw Stay Puft as a balloon. There's a bit in this Ghostbusters Afterlife where Stay Puft, the mini like baby ones, come to life, which is kind of cute. But you know, I just found it incredibly ironic that the balloons in the film before were all, you know, they're all bursting and being destroyed. I mean, bang, literally bang. There goes your original. Fucking insult. Anyway, yeah, I don't think it was helped by Melissa McCarthy's character either. When she got her gun out and she was like, "All right, let's pop some balloons." Well, are you fucking kidding me? Excuse my language tonight. I'm in one of those moods. But are you fucking kidding me? Let's pop some balloons. I'm moving on. Right. So yeah. A positive. So I'll start by, yeah, let me just move on very quickly to positives, because I've obviously slagged off completely the film that came before. Absolutely loved having the original men back together for the closing scene in Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was just incredibly poignant. The moment Harold Ramis, is it Ramis or Ramis? I'm just no good with pronunciations, am I? Harold Ramis, Egon, basically. I'm not going to. I'll have to say that in an American accent, because just saying Egon in a British accent just sounds ridiculous. So Egon returns. How they edited him in to the end was beyond brilliant. It's probably actually the only decent part of the movie. It did make me sit there actually. As I was in the cinema, I was wondering. I was thinking, shit, is this guy actually alive, or is he dead in real life? I couldn't make it out. But I got a feeling. I was completely unaware. I mean, I know now, obviously, but because of how good, how emotional actually it was seeing him on screen, and how the emotional link between the characters and the actors themselves was so authentic. I knew he was obviously deceased. So yeah. The booming music and spectacular CGI are fantastic. It's everything you could want, really, especially with the CGI. I mean, in terms of production value, it's all right there in Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's everything you could want from a movie of this sort. Sorry, a bit of dust there. Yeah, so I think it's just the fact that these elements, these good parts of the film, are running alongside. They're constantly running alongside. It's like two train tracks. They're constantly running alongside the fact that the story and its characters and terrible script are fucking. They're apocalyptically bad. I think that's a word. Apocalyptically bad. And then there's special effects that are dazzling, absolutely dazzling, running alongside. So it's literally it's just like a parallel of shit versus good, basically. If you're watching it on a massive sort of widescreen 4K HDR type TV, I would definitely, I'd definitely recommend that. To be honest, it's colourful, it's crystally, it's brilliant. Yeah, the CGIs are fantastic, excellent, and especially the ending scene. Right, I'm going to move on to what I fucking hated. I really, oh my god, scenes in a film involving a particular character who something comes out of their mouth that just makes you cringe, and actually, in effect, makes you actually just want to punch them very hard in the face. That was Phoebe, the lead character. Now I feel a bit bad for saying, that I'd punch a child in the face. Yeah, McKenna Grace as Phoebe, she really got on my tits at the end. There's a scene, so the great big finale, I guess it is, near the end of the movie, Phoebe, she confronts Gozer, this demony monster thing, as they are in Ghostbusters. She is sitting atop her throne, pulsing with like this golden light. This is where the graphics come in as well, again. And she sat there atop her throne. It's all really epic. And then McKenna Grace walks into the scene. So basically, she tries to. I don't even know what the word is. She tries to get round Gozer, that like sort of get her on her side, try and distract her, that kind of thing. Right. So basically, she walks up to her and she starts telling jokes. And one of them is, she walks up to her and she goes, "A grasshopper walks into a bar. The barman says, we have a drink named after you." And the grasshopper goes, "You have a drink named Steve?" And she actually does it like that. When she delivers it, she's like, "You have a drink named Steve?" And oh my god, it just wasn't fucking funny. It was, forgive me for being so passionate, but I just hate, I'm trying not to swear so much, but it was beyond irritating. It was so annoying. The way her character was just delivering it. I get it was in the script. It was part of the film. But I honestly, yeah, okay. I'm not going to feel bad for saying it. I wanted to reach into the screen and punch her in the face. End of. It was so fucking cringeworthy that I would have, if it wasn't the end, I probably would have walked out. That would have topped it off for me, because again, everything else that happens in the rest of the film is kind of ropey. Paul Rudd's character's just a wet blanket. Finn Wolfhard turns up, and he's basically Finn Wolfhard. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's anything. I haven't really seen him in anything else, actually. Only Ghostbusters, I think. But he seems to be the same sort of, brave teen, trying to sort it out. Oh my god, let's go, that kind of thing. Yeah, so the film overall is well, it's shit basically, but the visuals and the CGI are brilliant. McKenna Grace just fucking grates on me big time at the end. The cheesy jokes and the diabolical sort of how she delivers it was just, yeah, it just shat through a bin bag. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure the directors would have been like, "And cut! Oh my god! Oh, McKenna, that was fucking hilarious! My god, we loved it." Yeah, I didn't fucking love it. Right, so let me just round up. Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's a complete snooze fest due to its almost sort of child lineup this time round, and it loses its way before it's begun. It's slightly emotional. It contains sort of emotional family issues, and then focuses on the kids at school, and then jumps into the action straight after that. But then it sort of fizzles out into a showdown where the lead female makes a complete dickhead of herself. It's, you know, it starts off the whole family thing. Brilliant graphics, excellent ending, fantastic. But it's just, it just wasn't. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I have to be honest. They've completely fucking destroyed the whole Ghostbusters image. They really have, by turning, not just by turning Stay Puft into a balloon or an actual packet of marshmallows, I think, that separates and springs into mini Stay Puft. Fuck knows. Not just by that, and not just by sort of Slimer and the sort of the shabby way they've taken off the original costumes. It's just not an overly gripping, entertaining film. I honestly don't know if its element of being a standalone, separate chapter of the franchise is supposed to make it decent. A good effort. But the question still lingers: why the hell are there, two films? Why? Why did they need to regurgitate it? I don't know. I mean, the original 80s was sort of two films, brilliant, done. Leave it there. Just leave it there. Don't bring in, Melissa McCarthy, Kirsten Wiig, and all the rest of it. Kate McKinnon. Try and geek them up, feminize it, and then just fuck it. Just leave it there. It was just, yeah. I mean, it's not. It's been pulled apart and played with way too much now, I'm afraid. Yeah. Ultimately, it's ended up Ghostbusted. God, that felt good. I like dropping that one. That was a good little line. Don't watch this. Just leave it there. That was a really good sort of round-up send-off, wasn't it? So, yeah. Right. So, McKenna Grace's character irritated the fuck out of me. It wasn't funny. You could tell the actress was incredibly proud of herself, trying to be as hilarious and as possible. Fell flat on its ass. Didn't work. The whole sort of the rest of it, how hideously unentertaining it was, again, runs alongside how brilliant the graphics were. I just wanted to pull that CGI out and stick it in another film. But it's the ending of Ghostbusters Afterlife that you really want to stick around for, because seeing all the guys back together, oh my God, it was almost like an apology. It was almost like the directors were saying, "We're so sorry, guys, we're so sorry. The one before this one, we know their shit. Here you go. Here's your boys. Bill Murray, Harold Ramis. Is it Ramis? I don't know. God bless him. But yeah, you got Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, and all the others. And it was literally like an apology. And it was very, very much needed, to be honest, the way I see it. Right. Anyway, going off. That's the end of this review. I need to get on to the next. Apologies for my rather sort of aggressive comments there, but fuck it, it's my channel. Right, I'm on to the next one. Ghostbusters Afterlife. In a nutshell, watch it if you're extremely bored and really want to see the guys at the end. Otherwise, just avoid it. If you see it, don't pay money for it. If you see it on a streaming platform, Netflix, Disney, whatever, give it a watch. Yeah, but otherwise, these two, Kate McKinnon's one, Melissa McCarthy, and Paul Rudd and Finn Wolfhard. I just can't. I don't get it. I don't get it. You had two brilliant ones in the 80s, then two standalone ones. Fuck knows. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.